Tuesday night, everybody. We are out here delivering supper, seeing what sort of orders we can find, making people happy by bringing some food to them. My name is Craig. Welcome to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this show is to move 10,000 people from stupidly broken to fully free. So we're super excited to be with you here tonight. We're rocking and rolling. I did one delivery earlier today. I had a catering order. It's like $38, $39 from California Pizza Kitchen that I did right around lunchtime. That's the only delivery I did today. It is spring break week, so I'm trying to work on getting some stuff done at home. We also streamed the Mets game on our sports channel earlier today as well. Did a little bit of grocery shopping, and then tomorrow is like a family day. So we're going to do a beach day tomorrow. So super excited about that. But before we can go out and party and celebrate as a family, we got to put some work in, make some money, pay for those groceries that I did my shopping for earlier today. And so we are going to go do that, at least as quick as we possibly can. See if we can make some money here. Kaylee, good evening to you. Hope you are doing well. Vlad, good evening to you as well. So we're going to see. Yesterday was okay. We would have hit our goal, except we had an order that was canceled. Or not canceled, but order was already picked up by somebody, so we fell short of the goal. But the first 2 hours is good, so here's to 5:30 to 7:30 and maybe 5:30 to 8:30 being good tonight as well. Hopefully we can just keep stacking some wins on top of some wins here. We also just launched our brand new community, our SKOOL, SKOOL group, the Breakthrough Hustle. It is a free group where you can work on gaining freedom in the areas of your soul, your heart, your mind, your strength, and your wallet. We're actually going to be doing our first Zoom call. I'm going to be leading my first Zoom call ever, I think, tonight. That's going to be at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So all you got to do is click on the pinned comment in the chat, go over and join, and you will be there. The link is already up for the Zoom call, so super excited about that. Just kind of talking about helping people take their next steps towards freedom in their life. And so SKOOL is kind of a gamified learning community. I'm putting together some classes, some modules, all sorts of things that I've learned the hard way over the last handful of years. Maybe can help you if you're feeling stuck in life, or if you just don't want to have to get stuck in the first place. All sorts of things. So that's what we were talking about. So again, if you're watching live, it's the first pinned comment that you will see in the chat. If you're watching on replay, it's the first link down in the description below. That's basically all the intro greeting stuff. So we're going to just head downtown to where we like to be. It's just about 5:30. It is spring break week in town, so lots and lots of people off from school. Don't know if it'll translate to a good Tuesday night or not, but we're going to go see what we can figure out. I guess for tonight, I'll temper my expectations. We're just going to aim for like $62 just to get $100 on the day in deliveries. That's what we're going to work for. So super excited to be with you out delivering. Hope everybody is having a good day. We're going to head in the direction of the Crust Pizza. We got everything on Doordash, Ubereats, Instacart, Grubhub, and Shipped. Got all 5 of our apps on, ready to go. Of course, we'll keep our eye open, but it's very unlikely that I'll get any catering for tomorrow because we've got family stuff, but always keep my eye open just in case something amazing comes through on Deliver That or Zifty. So if you've been out delivering today, let me know how deliveries have been for you. Like I said, this is, other than the one catering order I did at lunchtime, this is the first delivery stuff that I am doing for the day today. We're going to go out, try to make $60 or so, and then head on in. We've got the Zoom call on the SKOOL group. That is going to be tonight at 10 p.m. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. There's just something different about it, but opportunity to interact with a group of you face to face if you are interested. So we're going to be on there and kind of give a little bit of a basic rundown. And then if you are signing up for SKOOL, we want to get you guys hooked up with the onboarding process so you can learn all about what SKOOL is and how it's designed to help you in your freedom journey. Audrey, how's it going? Hope you're doing awesome here tonight. So we're headed downtown, seeing if we can find some orders. We're going to do a 3-hour stream. 5:30 to 8:30 is the planned stream time, unless there's nobody here towards the end, which sometimes happens when it gets boring and there's no orders. But we'll try to go 5:30 to 8:30 as long as people are hanging out and orders are coming in. We got to get kind of closer to some restaurants before I start making a judgment call if it's going to be a fast night or a slow night or good night or a bad night. We just got stuck waiting a lot yesterday. That was definitely one of the killer things to our momentum yesterday, was just sitting around waiting for orders and stuff. But $8 for 5 miles on Grubhub. We're going to pass on that. Basically looking for 6 orders that are $10 or more and 5 miles or less. That would be my ideal. Bree, your Crimson card arrived, but you don't drive. So I guess stash it where you won't lose it. How are you doing tonight, Bree? Appreciate you being here. I know I was haven't done ride-alongs. That's because the Cricket phone was not working. I think we got everything up and going again on the Cricket phone. So we're gonna try to be back with some more ride-alongs, as many of the supper shifts as we can. It's generally when I try to do the ride-along. It's generally the most interesting part. $19 for 19-mile double on Uber. We're going to pass on that. I would have done it if it was like 19 for 5 or 6 or something like that, but not 19 miles. That's over an hour's worth of time with traffic and all of that in this town. So don't want to commit to that long of an order for less than $25 for sure. We're going to do our best to try to find some high dollar, low mileage orders. Got to be kind of picky though. They don't always show up in droves. Sometimes you got to wait, sit around. But in the end, you find out that you make just about as much per hour, as long as it's not completely slow. And you put a lot less miles on your car. Or ideally, you do at least. So we're almost to our main strip. We're going to head towards the Crust Pizza. I keep dabbling in the downtown zone by like Magic Dumpster, but every time I go down there before it's too early, I don't get anything. And then when I do go down there, I've only been pulling like 1 or 2 orders. So DoorDash hates me and I hate DoorDash. So we're in a mutual, it's complicated relationship, trying to get rid of DoorDash as quick as possible. Trying to slowly, well, not even really slowly at this point, trying to quickly push beyond food and gig delivery as my primary income. So first order, hey, congrats on getting out there, Audrey. Some days it's good. It's not necessarily that there's not good orders. It's just that we have too many drivers. There's too many drivers who take everything and then put on these programs. Then during the busiest times, they get the best of the orders. They get the $40, $50 orders. If you're not platinum and taking everything the rest of the time, then you're stuck. It's just a nice, beautiful little catch-22 that DoorDash has going on. And since they punish drivers for waiting at the restaurant by giving them late deliveries, then that's just how it goes. You just have to adjust. And so I would like to think that I get the pick of the litter. How's it going, Savage Batman? So we're going to we just had an order for the Crust here. It's $5 for 5 miles, so we turn that down. I keep thinking about trying to do a rating climb and bring my acceptance rate up so I can get to platinum and try it out, but it's just too many. So many bad orders. There's lots of good orders, but in order to keep your acceptance rate up high, you have to take the bad orders consistently. And I just don't know if I have the stomach for it. It's not fun. It's not appealing. You're delivering to stingy customers who don't value or appreciate your time, and it's just easier to decline because that's where most of your problems are going to come from. It's where most of your negative feedback is going to come from. Very rarely do you find someone who tips 20 or 30 bucks who leaves negative feedback, because they're just generous people and they appreciate what you're doing. And it's just really hard. It's really hard to get excited about doing $5 for 1 mile orders or $5 for 6 mile orders. I've done hundreds, if not thousands of those over the years. And the only person who wins on those orders are the customers. Maybe Doordash wins on orders like that too. I don't know. I want to deliver. I want to deliver, and I want to be a servant, but it's got to be within the parameters of not taking just utterly stupid deliveries. And but the new DoorDash on-time rating says, hey, if you wait at the restaurant because the restaurant doesn't have the order ready and you deliver late, it's your fault. So then if you have a good order, you either have to wait and kill your on-time rating because the restaurant is delayed, or you have to cancel a good order that could potentially pay you big money. And neither of those is a good option. So I feel like the best option is pick the best orders and just be a servant, and pick the best orders, deliver the best orders, wait for the best customers. And even if that means you don't get all the top tier programming rewards, it's what it is. Absolutely. Yep. And it's not just financially healthy people, it's mentally healthy people. And it's because it's not always the richest people that tip the best. It can be, but it's also just people who are generous people. $23 for 19-mile double. Slightly interesting, but not really, because the drop off is 19 miles to drive back to where we are. So we are sitting in the shade at the Crust parking lot. Not used to having to sit in the shade at 5:40 at night, but thank you. Time change. It's very exciting. Last night we ended up sniping a $24 Instacart right around 6 o'clock. Not something I normally do during supper time. So we'll keep our eyes open there. Well, that's a good order. Very nice, Audrey. I'm glad that you were able to get out there today and spread your delivery wings once again. And you got a good order to boot. So I would do that right now. $17 for mile, shop one item. How many items is up to how many items is equivalent to a pickup? I would say if it's 5 items or less, it's not much different than picking up food. It's once you start getting over 5 items or so, that's when I start to really want to see, the pay go up. Ulta Beauty, $8 for 10 miles. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So I am silver on DoorDash. The only areas where I'm losing points is acceptance rate, which is currently at 13%. And on-time rating, which is currently at 88%. And all of my late deliveries are because restaurants are late. That's the only reason that I'm late. There's just nothing you can do other than just keep letting people know. So I highly recommend at this point in time, you got to decide what you want to work for. So you either just boost up the acceptance rate, to try to get yourself so you're earning some points there. This is assuming you're on the new point system. I'm only 2 points away from getting back to gold, but since I went down to silver, they stopped sending me pretty much anything decent. So even the plus orders are like $6 plus, and they turn out to be $7 or $8. So it just doesn't work. So, which is why I'm just done playing these games. It's like I would much rather just take control of my own financial future and destiny by doing things where I have a much more control of the outcome. You know, I just crossed 3,000 deliveries on Doordash alone. It's a lot of deliveries. That doesn't include Instacart and Ubereats. It's like I'm like 3,002 Doordash all time, and there's zero promotions. There's zero appreciation from Doordash. All Doordash says is, "What have you done for me lately?" And that's all I care about. And honestly, if that was an employer, I would tell you, if you were telling me like, "Hey, I've been serving faithfully. I've been one of the best at," and they just keep passing over me, I would say, put your resume out there, look for something better. And so I got to give myself the same advice. Like, there is, you got to go for something better. Am I getting enough sun, Bree? Yeah. That's why I'm hiding in the shade right now. $7 for 6 miles on Doordash. Passing. We're passing. And it's not like there's not good orders out there. I know my market. I know there's plenty of good orders out there, but Doordash wants to play games, so you've got to gotta figure it out. I'll get lots of sun tomorrow. We're doing a family beach day tomorrow. So SKOOL. Let me talk a little bit about SKOOL, because I don't really want to talk about Doordash. It seems annoying to talk about Doordash. Let's talk about SKOOL instead. SKOOL is a gamified learning setup here. $8 for 5 miles on Doordash. Close, but not good enough. So you can click on the pinned comment to register, or if you're watching on replay, go through the first link in the description. Come on over. You're going to see like a welcome screen, and it's basically a community. So we're going to be doing a Zoom call on there tonight. So if you're already signed up or you're not, we're going to be talking tonight. I'll even read you the post. You get like, this is super. I'm not going to read you the meeting ID and the passcode and all that, but hop in. So we're going to talk about the hardest part is starting. The hardest part is starting. So if you're just kind of feeling stuck, we're going to just talk about how to get everything going, how to just kind of start getting your motivation back, how do you start when you're just completely stuck and you don't know what steps to take. And so we're going to really talk about that tonight. And so if you're just feeling stuck in life, you don't feel like you have ultimate freedom, like we're gonna just kind of work you, try to light a fire under you a little bit. And so I just encourage you to come in 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. We're gonna have a live Zoom call, get to talk, chat face to face. Super excited. And so I just invite you to come on in, click that link, sign up. Let's get you going. Let's get you going on making some progress. This is a free group. It will always be a free group. We are going to introduce a paid group here very soon. But this free group will always be here. So if free is all you can afford, I get it. I understand it. If you've been following my journey, you know. My goal would be to help you gain so much success in the free group that you will gladly and willingly be able to pay for the paid group when you get to that point. But even if you don't ever want to, that's perfectly fine. Just hang out with us in the free group. I think there's plenty of value. If you like the stuff that we talk about here on YouTube, we're going to be able to go to a significantly deeper level on SKOOL. So we're going to be doing that. So SKOOL, SKOOL. SKOOL is cool. All right. Well, we've got nothing going on the delivery front. Slow as can be right now. We're going to see what we can get figured out here. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us here tonight. Hopefully, we'll get some good orders that'll make it worth your time being in here. So, we're rocking. We are rolling. Seeing some stuff come through on Instacart. Yeah, that's no fun. Audrey, you've just been dealing with being sick and everything, but I'm glad you were able to glad you're able to get it. I see that you're talking to Audrey now. Sometimes hard. I catch snippets of the conversation pre. So keep healing up, Audrey. Keep healing up. So we're just waiting to see it. I'll sit here maybe like 1 or 2 more minutes, and if not, we're gonna maybe just drive across the street, see if we can find. We did that yesterday. As soon as we left here, got across the street, they sent us an order back over on this side of the street. So that's how it goes. But it does continue to seem to be that most of these apps reward you for moving. They don't like when you sit still for long periods of time. So, all right, let's do this. We'll give it like another 30 seconds or so. If there's nothing here, we're just gonna keep moving. $14 shop only for 52 items. That's nowhere near enough pay. Shop only, I think you should aim for about 50 cents an item. You don't have the delivery aspect of it. So I'd want that to be like a $25 order. The large shop onlys are almost always not worth it. Almost always. All right. Well, we're going to move. We're going to, again, it's just a normal Tuesday night. There's nothing super special. And Doordash hates me. And Ubereats is always hit or miss. And Grubhub is mostly miss, rarely hit. So at the very least, we're going to go move the vehicle, see if it'll trigger something else. Gonna just head across the street right here. Coming out to deliver food, but you can't deliver food if they don't send you orders, and they're not going to send you orders if you don't accept lots of orders. So it's kind of the new way of food delivery. The way that all these apps, they've determined the way that they want to go, which is we don't care how good your customer service is. We don't care if you're willing to wait for customers. All we care about is the sheer number. Do you accept every order we send to you? And they're just going to shadow ban you on a lot of these apps. They're just not going to send you good stuff if you're not consistently taking everything they send you. It's the new way, and to me, that's my sign of why I need to be out, because Their goal is to minimize how much money you make, where your goal is to maximize how much money you make. And so as a company, all these apps are trying to say, look, we want drivers who are going to just stay busy and constantly deliver, but we're not going to pay them as employees. We want them to be independent contractors, so we're not on the hook to pay them as employees, but we want them to work as employees while paying them as independent contractors. And the sad part is more and more drivers are falling for this. The only reason you should be working as an employee is if you're being paid as an employee. And this is contract work. So you need to be working as a contractor, not working as an employee. All right, so think about it this way. I'll give you a comparison here. If you're an employee as a pizza delivery driver, and they say, hey, look, you got to deliver to this customer, but we know they generally don't tip and they're kind of mean. You don't have the choice to say, well, I don't want to make that delivery. Why? Because you're an employee. And even if you don't want to make that delivery, you're still going to be paid minimum wage because you're an employee. But as an independent contractor, you have the right to say, no, you know what? I don't really want to take that order. They say, okay, that's fine. But that's where it should end. But these apps have determined when you say no, that is not a good contracting job for me to take. They have decided to follow it up with, we are now going to punish you like we would punish an employee for you not taking a job that does not work for you as an independent contractor. And so this is the problem. And more drivers, I've been hoping to educate, but I've realized that there comes a point, like I can help individual people, but there just comes a point where people just don't care. All they look at is the total money they made for the day. They don't care about dollars per hour. They don't care about dollars per mile. They don't care about anything except dollars. So I can tell you till I'm blue in the face that $10 for 20 miles is not worth it. There are plenty of drivers out there who are going to take that because all they see is $10. They don't care about wear and tear on their car. They don't care about any of these things. And so I've seen the writing on the wall. It's just, this is the direction that these apps are going, because why should they pay you as an employee when you're providing a premium contractor service but accepting lower pay than you would get if you just went and became a delivery driver for any of these restaurants? I agree, Savage Batman. That's exactly it. And so these apps are trying to walk a very fine line of they don't want to pay you as an employee, but they want you to work as an employee. And I would estimate that what they're doing is very borderline legal, illegal. Like it's either barely legal or just illegal how they're doing it. In fact, I would argue that contracting work should be bid work. So this whole idea that they choose who gets to see orders, in a lot of ways, that's how an employee works. Like when you think of a traditional contracting job, like a trucker contracting job, they will say something along the lines of, you've got to haul this load 500 miles. What's your bid? How much will you do that for? And then everybody who's interested in that job can bid a certain amount, and you bid against each other lower and lower and lower, and then the lowest bid ends up getting it. That's probably what these apps should be to be there. But the fact that they're punishing drivers for not accepting bad orders, that is probably not legal. But again, there's no group or there's no individual driver who can have the budget or the money to sue DoorDash. So unless there's a large class action lawsuit that's properly legally vetted and all these different things. It's going to be very difficult to get away because most drivers are desperate for money. They're desperate for money. And so when you have drivers who are desperate for money, they make poor contractor decisions. And they make poor business decisions for themselves, which is probably why they're desperate for money in the first place. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but from just what I know of independent contracting, the fact that they can essentially shadow ban you from receiving the best orders, not based off of equipment that you have, but based solely off of an on-time metric, which you as a driver cannot control. I mean, that is probably borderline illegal. You know, basing your on-time metric is based off of the restaurant having the food ready or not, and that determines the types of orders that you get. So that's probably borderline illegal. And then just punishing you for not accepting a certain percentage of orders, when they can essentially just send you nonstop horrible orders and force you to take them, and then only reward you after, or if your acceptance rate were to increase. And I pick on Doordash a lot, but I bet all these apps are doing it in one way or another. You know, I'm sure Ubereats is doing it too. So anyway, the broader point is, this is why I need to be done with this. I need to move out and move on from this and do things where I can control my income. Food delivery, gig delivery is a good stopgap, but it's a really poor place to be setting up camp as your primary income stream. And I can tell you, as someone who has tried to do that, and at his peak, been very successful in doing it. $10 for 5 mile, double 2 pickups, 2 drop-offs. Definitely not worth it. Well, I agree, Savage. And the thing is, it's not even the restaurants telling you that the order is ready. It's just late because the restaurant didn't have it, because everything is automated by DoorDash. They just tell you, based on the time you accepted this order, based on the time that you accepted this order, this is when you have to deliver it by. Like, and it's all automated, or so they say. They say they can't override it. They can't undo it. There's literally nothing that they can do about it. And so somebody put this system into place knowing exactly what they were doing. And if they didn't know, there have been numerous people complaining about it for months, and they still aren't fixing it because they don't care. So, no. So a long time ago, I checked in at a hotel. When I checked in at a hotel, I got a lottery ticket. That was kind of fun. But no, I don't do the lottery thing. I think the last time I did a lottery, I pulled with a group of people for like one of the huge Powerball things, like years and years ago. That was about the last time that I did anything. Sorry, we're sketchy internet zone here. There's just nothing. We're gonna move. I don't know what to do. I haven't seen even one slightly enticing order yet. Now, like I said, it is spring break, so I don't know what that's going to mean for the overall. But we're going to do. So the big thing, if you're not yet signed up for SKOOL, our brand new community, make sure you get signed up for SKOOL, SKOOL. It's our gamified learning community. We're going to have a Zoom phone call on there tonight. So if you want to achieve freedom in your soul, your heart, your mind, your strength, and your wallet, that's what it's going to be all about. We're going to be talking about themes like this, of moving on from things that are out of your control to moving to things that you have more control over. pushing yourself, growing, moving beyond things that have held you back and different things like that. And again, it doesn't matter what it is, but like maybe you had a job that when you took it, it brought you forward, but now that same job you can tell is starting to hold you back and keep you from what you want to become or who you want to become. And it's time to make a move. So we are 30 minutes in. We have yet to accept any order. I was hoping to find $60 in 3 hours. That's all I was looking for tonight. $62 will get me to $100 on the day, combo with my $38 catering order. But can't deliver food if they don't send you orders. And that's, again, there's nothing you can do. So, right, if you're trying to sell products, you can always go out and you can advertise. You can create content. There's nothing I can do that will force Ubereats or Doordash to even give me a better chance of seeing an order tonight. And so I'm all about moving in the direction of taking on things that I can control, taking on things that I can scale up and everything. So that's what I want to see you guys. I want to see all you guys scaling up in your life, moving on to bigger and better things. If you got to use food and gig delivery work to hold you over or to save up some extra money, do it. But Reliant, you're so much more than this. And you can generate so much more income and freedom in your life than this. So let's help you sign up for SKOOL. It's the pinned comment if you're watching live. It's the first comment in the description if you're watching on replay. Join us. We'd love to have you be a part. We're going to go live on Zoom tonight, where it's not just you typing, it's you talking with me. Get to see each other face to face. I'm super excited about that. Get you going. There's a leaderboard. We got a leaderboard in the SKOOL group. So you get in now, you can shoot right up the top of the leaderboard. Make that progress. Make some posts that are going to be encouraging and helpful to other people. So join now while you can be one of the original founders. Part of the OG on the breakthrough hustle. So love to have you there. It's free. Will always be free. No matter what, I'm going to provide a ton of value for you in there, answering questions, getting you kick-started, helping you in as many ways as we possibly can. Getting a little closer, $16 for 7 miles, but it's 2 pickups and 2 drop-offs and a bad drop-off location. So we're still going to pass on that because that's probably an hour's worth of work. Probably an hour's worth of work. So $16 for 7 miles for 1 pickup and drop-off, that's different. 2 pickups, 2 drops in 2 different locations. That's not a good delivery. At least not in my market. So we're going to hold out, even if it means we don't make as much tonight. $37 for 25 miles, but then it's 25 miles back, so it's $37 for 50 miles. That is a bad delivery. They're trying. Orders are going up a little bit. Still not good enough. Let's go park at Fresh Market. We'll go see if we can spike a grocery order or something. It's also near Carrabba's and Outback Steakhouse. It's just hard to find anything here tonight. $3 alcohol delivery. That sounds like an absolutely horrible delivery to do. My bare minimum for alcohol deliveries is like $15. There's too much hassle. And if there's any reason you can't hand it off, it's wasted time because you got to go back to the store. It doesn't happen often, but it happens enough that it's very annoying. We'll go sit at Fresh Market parking lot if we can get in there. It's a lot of cars and a lot of traffic, so. If we can't get in there, we'll just we'll keep going further downtown, get to like Cheesecake Factory. Queen of Hustling, how's it going? Appreciate you hanging out with us here tonight. Maybe you can bring me some good order luck because we can't find any orders here tonight. So we are out here trying to find orders on Doordash, Ubereats, Grubhub, Instacart, Shipt. Been going for 40 minutes, haven't found one good order yet. So we're just repositioning somewhere else. Headed to a different area of town. But hanging out with you guys, which makes it all worthwhile. Because if it was just me in the car, I'd be super mopey right now. And I don't want to be mopey. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make it in the Fresh Market parking lot. There's too much traffic here. But we'll keep our eyes open, see if something good comes through. Are you out doing some sort of delivery, Queen? So we're sitting right by Carrabba's, right by Fresh Market. Good day or bad day, Queen? Sorry, missing a word in there. I've only done one delivery. I did a catering order at lunch. It was like $40, $38, I think. It's just slow as can be tonight. Just a little disappointing. I don't even need it to be crazy good. I just need like $20 an hour for 3 hours, and I'm a happy Craig if we can get that. But we're gonna just move. We're just kind of move, see what we can find. Good day. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you've had a good day. Hoping you will. Some of your good day luck will rub off on my deliveries here tonight. What has been the app? What's been the best app for you today? Or what apps do you deliver on? Kind of in a little bit of a dead zone right here. We got to move like another mile or two. We'll go set up a Cheesecake Factory for a few minutes. I do think it's a little, with the time change, it's been, people are kind of like different on their eating times, especially with it being spring break in town. It's like, yeah, it's six o'clock, but it's still sunny out. I'm not at the beach. But then there wasn't really a spike in orders at like 8 o'clock last night either. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that up there, Audrey. I was just trying to. So the problem with the Cricut is that the screen wants to go off, so I have to touch the screen every like 5 minutes. So I wasn't trying to post that comment. Yeah, hopefully you get a little momentum rolling with your orders, Audrey. But I'll be praying that you have a good checkup and start making some progress forward on this. Again, I'll stop at Cheesecake Factory if I can actually get in. But there's a lot of traffic. More than I feel like there should normally be for a Tuesday night. This whole drive for the last 5 minutes, we haven't had a single order from Doordash or Ubereats sent to our phone even. So I don't know what's up. Don't know what's up. If you haven't signed up for our brand new SKOOL community, that's the pinned comment in the chat. So go ahead, sign up. We're going to be doing a live Zoom call tonight. How to get started when you're feeling stuck. Slowly try to work our way over here in case we can get in. I mean, there's usually lots of orders by the mall. They're not usually good ones, but there's usually lots of them. So we'll see if we can find anything over here. Well, there's an order, $8 for 12 miles from the mall. So it's about what we would expect. So we're trying to find some orders. I just want to deliver to people. I really just want to deliver. $9 for 8 miles on Uber. Bad drop off. Remember, you got to consider how far you have to drive to get back to good deliveries. And we have so many of these deliveries in our market that it's $9 for 8 miles, but then you got to drive pretty much those whole 8 miles back to get close to restaurants again. So my market is kind of maybe a little more unique like that. Whereas if you're in an inner city market and your zone is only like 3 or 4 miles squared, you're covering 16 square miles. North to south is more than 20 miles in my zone, and east to west is like 10 miles. $3 for 6 miles. We're going to pass on that. Get ourselves into park at Cheesecake Factory parking lot here for a couple minutes. I don't know. I mean, I'm really to the point where I might have to go just take a bunch of horrible orders just to get up to platinum, see if it changes anything. I don't know. I've not seen Doordash. Doordash was like when I was even gold, like just a couple weeks ago, we were doing fine. But ever since I dropped to silver, it has been just absolutely putrid. Again, if I've got everybody else in my market is taking every order, they're all technically platinum. They might have horrible customer ratings, but doesn't matter. They might have high cancellation rate. They might not be on time. None of that matters as long as their acceptance rate is high enough. And that's what I'm fighting against. So might have to give it one last run. Okay. Doordash has been the best. Are you on the new point system or are you on the old system? Spark, Uber, shipped. Well, if you do Spark, I don't know if you've checked out Instacart, but there are definitely days that Instacart keeps me afloat. I had my best order ever last week on Instacart, over $200. So if you're just looking to keep expanding your options, Instacart would definitely be one to investigate. The other thing is, I've been trying to deliver more during the day and less in the evenings. Gotcha. Yeah. That's how I am with Spark and Amazon Flex. I've been waitlisted for 2 years on those now. I've kind of gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm going to be done with gig delivery work before I ever get off the wait list. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Because everybody's like, you should get on Walmart Spark. I'm like, yeah, I should. They should let me on Walmart Spark. And then Delivered for catering. I'm also waitlisted there. I think I'm waitlisted on as many apps as I am actually using. Too many waitlists. Which I guess in some ways I kind of wish. Because some of these apps have way too many drivers. So, yeah, Flex too? Yeah, so Flex and Spark, where I'm waitlisted, you're not. Instacart, where I'm on, you're waitlisted. So, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right. What time is that at? All right. I grabbed to deliver that just now for tomorrow, but it's not good, and it's while we're going to be doing our family beach day. So we released it really quick. We released it. We're ready for it, though. I was just flipping through all the apps. This PDQ was like $23 for a chunk of miles, but it was $5 for 2 miles. This is a silver order. Let me show you this because I'm not trying. But it's just not a good order. You can't do more than 3 of those in an hour in my market. It's like $15 an hour. It's not a good order. Just because they put pretty colors around it doesn't mean it's a good order. Got to destroy the psychology. They're trying to psychologically be like, wow, I got a silver order. I should take it. Now, if I cared about acceptance rating, I would take it. Just nope. I don't know if I can remember a supper shift like this in a long time. This is really bad. We might go a full hour without even seeing a halfway decent order. What's the best order we've seen? $5 for 2 miles? Probably the best was $19 for 19 miles. At this point, I feel like my best shot is just trying to spike a good Instacart order. It is rough out here tonight. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you being here with us. We're trying to rock and roll. Usually we're rocking and rolling by now, but not tonight. But I am excited because we've got our brand new SKOOL community. So while we're at this semi-permanent commercial break, waiting for a good order to come through, click that link. It's the pinned comment in the chat or the first link down in the description if you're watching on replay. Join us over on SKOOL. You can kind of get started browsing around. Hop on in. I'm excited to have you. We're going to be doing a live Zoom call tonight. About how to get started if you're just feeling stuck in life. Maybe you're like me and you're just ready to move on from this gig delivery work. I'm gonna share with you some of like what I'm working on and just how to mentally kind of start to overcome these barriers that are kind of holding you. Maybe things that are kind of keeping you in a virtual prison. That's what we're going to talk about here tonight. So I'm super excited about it. It's going to be short. I'm on the free Zoom, so I think the longest the call can be is like 40 minutes. We're going to aim for like 30 minutes. It's going to be just exclusive to the SKOOL community. So I'd love to have you come join us over there. Let's grow together. push back beyond whatever we think our boundaries are going to be. Awesome, Queen. Appreciate it. Yeah, check it out. Check it out when you get the chance. You can do it on desktop, or it functions as an app. I've got the app open. And by the way, if you're already signed up for SKOOL, we are going to have an onboarding tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll have an onboarding opportunity for you to start to get the lay of the land. There'll be some onboardings this weekend available as well. For me, it's time to move forward. 2020 and all that went on in the world and things that went on in my life at the same time really knocked me down. It's like, no, I'm tired of being down. I'm ready to just fight and battle for something new and better than, something new and better for me, something new and better for my family, something new and better helping other people who are struggling in a variety of ways. And so I've learned a lot. And now it's time to put everything into practice. And so I am just super excited about what's coming. So hop on board the community. We are ready to go. It's a lot more entertaining than watching me not take deliveries all night. That's for sure. I can tell you that. All right, we're going to move again. We're coming up on an entire hour with zero good deliveries. So we're going to move. I got no ideas what to do. We're just going to head towards downtown, head towards Magic Dumpster, Turco Taco. I think it just could be so many people just doing that spring break family stuff, going out to eat, maybe less ordering in. I mean, it's not just Doordash. I mean, there's just nothing coming through on anything. A handful of Instacarts is about the most of anything that we're seeing right now. So we're going to move. Not ready to quit on the night yet, but seriously, let's, we're sitting in a red zone. Not that I put that much stock in the red zones on Doordash, but we're sitting like in the smack dab middle of the red zone. Just still nothing. But we're going to get back on our main drive. We're kind of like in a mall parking lot. That's where our Cheesecake Factory is. That's a little sunny. We're going to head towards our downtown restaurants. It is Tuesday. And happy Tuesday to you, Bree, and to all of you. Did I say Wednesday? I said Wednesday, didn't I? Anyway. Regardless, it's a slow day. I was thinking Wednesday, even if I didn't say Wednesday. It's a slow day. But I mean, it's usually not. Like, slow day means you see 3 or 4 good orders, not as opposed to 10 or 20 good orders. Slow day doesn't usually mean you see no good orders. I mean, I haven't even been tempted. There hasn't even been an order like, ooh, that looks kind of good. Like, there's been zero tempting orders. We've been north end of town. We're going to be almost all the way to the south end of our main strip that we hang out here. There's just like, and it's everywhere. Like it's Uber, it's Grubhub, it's. I just think it's because it's spring break. You got a lot of people out of town. You got a lot more people who are in town eating out, or they're at the beach. They're just not ordering food to their house tonight. And maybe that's what it's going to be all week. I don't know. We'll go see what we can find. My best hope at this point is that other drivers are having a slow night and they'll just start to go home early. That's like my absolute best hope that I have. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. There's no, like, with there not being any school this week, there's no baseball this week. All my normal things, like, all I know is, like, I know when Sunday is. Like, I know when church is. I know when church is on Sunday, and any time in between Sunday to Sunday is just, every day is Wednesday in the middle of the week. And Wednesday is usually the slowest day in my market, so. But this one is, tonight is beyond. Beyond. All right, we're going to go ahead to Magic Dumpster. We'll start there. All you need is one big order to turn a night around. We've seen that multiple times. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. But we ready. We ready. Magic Dumpster's where we like to go to sometimes find some higher dollar deliveries, but we usually like to go there like after 8 o'clock. So the fact that we're intentionally heading there at 6:30, not a good sign. But we need some Magic Dumpster magic. When I park, I'll post some Magic Dumpster emojis for you. Gonna go like a couple more blocks here. Oh yeah, nothing like Doordash sending me as a Silver Dash or a $2 Starbucks order. It's just ridiculous. Absolute ridiculousness. So obviously that's a decline. $17 for 12 miles, double, 2 separate picks. No, it's just not worth it. Oh, so bad. So bad. We'll see if our parking spot by Magic Dumpster is available here tonight. Maybe. Might be available. It's really sunny here, so I can't tell, but I think it is. Yeah. Nobody's parked here yet. All right. There's Magic Dumpster. Let's see. With the yellow lid there. So we need some Magic Dumpster magic. Desperately. Desperately need some Magic Dumpster magic. All right, let's it is on top of one of the piles near the kitchen. Period. It is Gorilla Glue in an orange package. All right, let me throw up some. My wife needs to know where the super glue is. All right, let me I got to get on here really quick so I want to put on the magic dumpster emojis. I got to do it from this phone. It's going to let me. Come on, let's go. Technology does not want to work tonight. All right, here we go. Let's get some magic dumpster emojis. Magic dumpster, please give me an order. All right, so we've officially gone an hour without any deliveries. I don't know if I've ever done this on a live stream ever. Like, seriously, we've done a lot of live streams. I don't know if I've ever, like, and I'm not talking like at the end of the night or something like that, but like in a main supper time. I don't know if we've ever done an hour, like from 5:30 to 6:30 with no deliveries. Yeah, so our Zifty catering order earlier today was $38.11. So I was just hoping to find like $60, get to 100 on the day. But usually 5:30 to 6:30 is like one of the best times. I think I'm just shadow banned on all the apps. Royal Shillings. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I think I'm going to at least be somewhat productive in my time here. I know I have some YouTube comments that I need to respond to. So I should probably do that. Because, I mean, if I'm going to sit here and do nothing, I might as well at least help some people and answer some questions. Hi. Oh, hey, thank you, Queen. Thank you for gifting the membership. Appreciate it so much. Let's see, does it say? And it gifted it to yourself. That's really funny. That's awesome. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. You guys, probably if you guys have been in enough groups, you've seen it, but gifted a membership, and then YouTube gifted it to yourself. Casey, how's it going? How's it going? Hopefully you're doing better than we are here tonight. We've got an entire hour without seeing one good order. So we're having fun. I'm not stressed out about it or anything, but my goodness, yeah, I've never seen that before, Queen. I appreciate your generosity though, for sure. Thank you so much. So you're a member now, so now you're green. Okay. So I've never seen it before. Like I'm sure it happens. It's random, and I think it does kind of prioritize people who are in the chat who haven't been members before, but that's really funny. Well, I appreciate it. Arr, that'll go far for the car. All right, so since we're sitting here doing nothing, I'm trying to respond to some YouTube comments. Try not to waste time. Always want to, like, it's part of like this whole side of hustle thing is like when you're sitting and waiting, try not to waste time. Try to keep finding something to do. And in this case, I've got comments that I can respond to. So instead of sitting around and being like, oh, there's no orders, well, just what would I do if I was at home right now? I'd be responding to YouTube comments. All right. So I'm going to show you. We're sitting at the orange spot. Sitting at this orange spot on Uber. We're at the south end of the red zone on Doordash. Again, I don't really trust these things. They don't really matter. We're on the edge of the orange zone on Grubhub. I haven't even seen a single Grubhub all night. We're not really near any good shopping places, so there's always a chance. There's like CVS and Walgreens that we're kind of near, but I don't know what to do. I've never. I mean, if I didn't know better, I would just say it feels like yeah, it almost feels like I'm shadow banned or suspended. I mean, I have no idea how many orders are coming through, and the fact that nothing's coming through on any app makes me feel a little better. Like maybe it's slow everywhere, but still not. In my market, there should be more than 0 orders going down right now, for sure. Well, anyway, it's a perfect time to sign up for SKOOL, SKOOL. It's our brand new community. So we're going to be doing a Zoom call in there tonight if you want to start working on getting unstuck in any area of your life, soul, heart, mind, strength, or wallet. We're going to be there. We're going to be live at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Chance to do some face-to-face chatting and just kind of give you a little chance to interact and, you know, like I said, actually talk face-to-face instead of just typing back and forth. So while you're waiting for a good order, feel free to sign up. It's the pinned comment. If you're watching live, it's the first link in the description if you're watching on replay. We're super excited. We've been wanting to build out a community for a while, and I finally figured out what the right one is for what I want to be accomplishing. And so all right, well, we're going to move again. I don't know what to do, but sitting where there are no orders doesn't seem like a good way to get orders. So we're going to move and hope we can find an order somewhere. Maybe it's just not meant to be tonight. I don't know. Maybe it'll go. Maybe once the sun goes down here, 7:30, maybe it'll pick up. We're going to go hang out by a grocery store. Because at this point, I'm kind of assuming that like just Doordash and Ubereats are just toast for tonight. So yeah, we're just going to assume Doordash and Ubereats are toast. Sorry about that. I got a cash on delivery from Papa John's. Let's see. They're only paying $22.81. No, that's not going to be a good tip. So we accepted the cash on delivery. This guy just ran a stop sign. And blocked me off when I didn't even, like, I had the right of way. I had no stop sign. He ran the stop sign and then had to stop because of all the people who were crossing. Yeah, it's time to move and get to somewhere else. We're going to go, yeah, we're going to just go set up at a grocery store at this point because Instacart's going to be my best opportunity, I think, to find anything. Instacart was my best order last night, too, during supper. So, I mean, realistically, if I think about it, it's like, yeah, Instacart kind of carried last night, so let's just go hunt for Instacart and hope we can find something. Hope we can find something. So we're gonna have fun with this. See how long we can go. Doing everything I know how to do. I don't know. Part of me just wants to say forget doing food delivery until the weekend here. $6 for 7 miles on DoorDash. That's a no. So I would strongly encourage you, unless you're worried about things like your acceptance rate, don't really, I mean, you can flex a little bit. You know, you can go from, say, $2 a mile to $1.50 a mile, but don't give up on all your general principles. So, like, I wouldn't go from $2 a mile to, say, like 75 cents a mile just to take orders. I understand that you want to make money, but if it's a slow, dry night like tonight, probably the better thing to do is just go home. Like, honestly, if you have another app, if you have any apps that you're not using, turn them on. Oh, here's a Grubhub order. $13 for 8 miles with a bad drop-off, and we're going the other way. Close. If we were still back by Magic Dumpster, we might have taken that one. But it's taking us the wrong. Gotcha, Mad Matt. That's how it goes sometimes. You try to be generous, and the world just gives it right back to you, I guess. Either way, Queen, I appreciate it. We're even going to open up iView It. It's a picture-taking app. See if there's anything. I doubt there's anything worth grabbing. But when it's slow, try everything. So we're going to go sit at a Publix here. It's still near some restaurants. We're going to go sit in the Publix park. Actually, let's go Fresh Market. I'm feeling Fresh Market. So we'll go sit by Fresh Market. We were talked about that on the way down. And that's still near some good restaurants as well, like Carrabba's and Outback. So we're not giving up on supper, but we're just going to take a gamble that maybe we can find something decent. $9 for 15 miles on Uber. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out with us here tonight. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. And while we're waiting, trying to find some decent order, go ahead and join our brand new SKOOL community. It's gamified learning. We've just opened in the last couple days. It's free now. It will always be free. We're going to have a paid community eventually for those who want to go super, super deep. But if you just want to go deeper than what we go on YouTube, areas of growth, overcoming things, get a whole bunch of growth opportunities. A lot of the lessons that I've learned over the last 5 years. I had to pay the stupid tax, and now I'm going to just pass it on to you guys free of charge, and hopefully you can avoid making some of the mistakes that I have made that have held me back, and I can free up years of your life from areas where you've gotten tangled up. We're going to be doing a live Zoom call. So basically it's got some elements, like if you're familiar with the Discord, there's some elements, but it's nowhere near as complicated as Discord. It's very user-friendly, and we've got different categories. We've got a growth pathway, and so it's super relationship-oriented. $14 for 12 miles, still not good enough. It's way too high mileage. Because it's 12 miles back, $14 for 24 miles is definitely not a good order. And then they come and hit me with a $2 for 1 mile McDonald's. Thanks, but no thanks, Ubereats. It is rough out here tonight. Either high dollar for high mileage, low dollar for low mileage. There's just nothing in between. We want those $10 for 1 or 2 miles. That's what we're looking for here. Throw it in the dungeon. Destroy it. I mean, I can't even remember the last time. So Ubereats just sent a notification. It's busy. Cash in on hungry customers. Like, we're coming up on an hour and a half of delivery, and Ubereats hasn't sent me one. None of the apps have sent me one good order. Redonkulous. Can't cash in on hungry customers if you don't send me good orders. All right, we're going to go park in the Fresh Market parking lot. see if we can find anything over here. If you are out delivering tonight, I hope you are doing better than I am. Got to make a left turn, cross a bunch of lanes of traffic here, so get caught up on chat in just a second. There's a lot of cars on the road for this time of day. That's one thing that feels really weird for a weekday. This is like Friday night traffic. There's lots of people going lots of places. There you go, $6 plus. Hopefully it's not just the 7. That's what my $6 pluses have been recently. So hopefully there's a nice big tip on that one for you. Hopefully it's like $12 or more. Good luck, Queen. I hope it works out. Big money, no whammies. All right. We're going to $9 for 7 miles on Uber. So we are sitting in the Fresh Market parking lot. We're going to try to find something good here. Hoping that the Instacart shoppers are all kind of done for the day, but we are going to do what we know how to do best: decline and recline. So we will keep an eye. Somebody's car alarm is just absolutely going off in the parking lot here. Well, I want to welcome all of you to the least entertaining Ubereats and Doordash ride along that I have ever done. Yeah. So start timing them though, because if they say 5 minutes, see if do they actually mean 5 minutes. So last night I was told 5 to 10 minutes at my restaurant, and it turned out to be like 21 minutes. Generally speaking, whatever they tell you, you can almost double it. All right. Well, that's good. That's good, Queen. At least the 5 minutes was a legit 5 minutes. All right. We're just sitting here. Like, I'm literally got my hand on Instacart with the hopes that if something big comes through, I can snag it. It's the fastest finger app. We're in the middle of a red zone again. Check this out. This is at least 10 miles north to south and 5 miles east to west, at least. This is at least 50 square miles on Ubereats and not a single hot spot. And this is along the main strip of restaurants. I can't tell you the last time I remember seeing something like this in the middle of supper time. We are an hour and a half in, and we have simply not found a single good order. So we're trying. We keep moving, trying to stay in any one place for too long. I just simply don't know what to do. $9 for 5 mile double, 2 pickups on Uber. We're going to pass on that. We're just simply waiting. So anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Because I got nothing better to do other than just refresh Instacart and hope to catch a good batch. We're all in. Find a $60 Instacart batch. It could happen. Good luck, Queen. Get that delivery done. I am just absolutely flabbergasted. I literally have nothing to say. I seriously don't know what to do. We're just sitting, waiting. There's nothing. The red zone that we were in, it's gone. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, there's just days like this, Queen. It's how it goes. It's like it's true in any sort of self-employment. You can just have those days, but there's certainly a point here where it's like, well, maybe I just need to go home and work on eBay or something else. I mean, if there's just I I honestly don't know if I can ever remember a time slot of 5:30 to 7 ever in all my years of doing this where I didn't see one good order. Maybe we'll give it till 7:30. Maybe we'll give it to 7:30. I don't know what else to do because I got other stuff that I can work on. If there's nothing, I I've just I am kind of flabbergasted. I've never seen it this slow. So spring break, I guess, is in full effect, and there's just not deliveries. Everybody's just doing stuff with family, going out to eat or cooking in because they're not running everywhere. So it's what it is. Can't control certain things. So, but I do appreciate all you hanging out. Like I said, if you are out doing deliveries tonight, I hope you are doing better than I am. We do have our brand new SKOOL community is up and running. It is the pinned comment. So some of the things that you will find in there, you find all sorts of growth areas, general discussion, chance to get to know other people, network with other people. So I'm super excited. We've got a whole bunch of things that are just areas that people tend to get stuck, that are looking for freedom, their soul, their heart, their mind, their strength, their wallet. So we're going to be talking about it. I would invite you to come on in. Check it out. The group is free, always will be free. We will be introducing a paid group eventually for those who want to go even deeper. But if you just want to come in, check it out, really start to make some breakthroughs in your life, click on that comment, get signed up. And looking forward, we have a Zoom call scheduled for tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So just less than 3 hours away, we're going to be doing a Zoom call. And so I'd love to have you on there, get to meet you face to face, even if it's over the internet. And we got lots of things to just kind of things to be sharing, and I'll teach you just a little bit and then maybe get you set up for onboarding and really getting the most out of the group and really be a place that you can grow. I really like the setup of it. I've been a part of Discord and other things, and it just kind of gets overwhelming. This is like a lot simpler, a lot more education focused, and be really able to focus in on helping you. So give it a click on through, join up. I'd love to have you over there. You can be some of the OGs in the Breakthrough Hustle School. Hey, 850. 850 is better than 6. For sure. All right, we're going to make one last move here, I think. We're going to drive. We're just sitting. I mean, I don't know what to do. Just sitting here. I got one hidden batch. which is like $6 for 8-item shop. There's just nothing. Nothing. So I think I'm going to just start heading in the direction of home, even though it's way earlier than what I had planned. But I got other things I can do with my time rather than sit in the parking lot. I mean, we're coming up on 2 hours of no delivery. And for those of you who have been with this channel for a long time, you know how crazy that sounds. So I can't imagine it's going to get busier as it gets later in the night, unless there's going to be this huge, let's see, sunset. Sunset's at 7:30, but I just can't imagine it's going to get any busier. So we'll drive. We basically went down, we went west, we went north, we went south, went back to the central part of town, and then we're going to go east. We're going to have covered every single area where we normally find decent orders in this town, and there's just nothing. So we're gonna cut our losses early. Obviously, if we get a good order, we'll take it. But I mean, we're 2 hours in here at this point. So I think it's just time to cut our losses before it gets too late. I got more important things to do than just sit in a parking lot at 7:30 at night, not doing any deliveries. So yeah, it can't be worse, right? Can't be worse than zero. But I appreciate the encouragement, Queen, and thank you again for the gifted membership. So it's okay. This is why we don't put our hopes in gig delivery work. I encourage all of you to keep working to find your ultimate path away from this, scale up to something much bigger. And so I'm going to go home and I'm going to go redeem the next hour and a half for something better, something that'll help in the long run, because if there's no orders, there's just no orders. Nothing that you can do. Maybe next week after spring break is over, maybe I'll start working on bite the bullet one time and just take every DoorDash order. Just go on earn by time, take as many DoorDash orders as I possibly can take. Get the acceptance rate up and try to get platinum for the next weekend and see if it's worth it. Picking up flowers now. All right, well, we're just headed in the direction of home. We've got a nothing night, absolute nothing burger. So we'll still leave the apps on for the next few minutes. But I mean, we're past the main point of supper. Spring break is kind of weird, right? Because you got lots of kids who have off, but lots of parents, unless they're teachers, they still have normal work. So I don't know if like late night, like 10 o'clock and on, will be like super good or something. But I can't stay out and be around for that. I got other things I got to do, including sleep later tonight too. It is a bunch of nothing tonight, but thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Sorry I couldn't have more entertaining deliveries, but it was good hanging out, having a good time. Like I said, if you are out delivering tonight, I hope that your night is better than mine was. Go out there, make that money, deliver those orders, serve those customers. We'll be back at it. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's kind of our family day, and with how slow tonight is, it doesn't really make me excited about tomorrow either. But I will be for sure on SKOOL tonight at 10 p.m. So make sure you do that. I might actually, what I might do is when I get home, I might just do a live. I might do a vertical live or some, I don't know, maybe I'll do a separate something. I might do a live on this channel when I get home here. But I will be live on SKOOL for a Zoom call, so make sure you join that SKOOL group. Get you going. We're going to have a fun little interactive first Zoom call tonight. I hope some people are able to make it. If not, I'll still be there because I promised I'm going to be there, so I'll be there. Whether someone shows or not, and we're going to get out there, going to keep inviting people, and super excited about that. And we should be good to go Thursday night deliveries, Friday night deliveries, Saturday night deliveries, Sunday night deliveries. So as far as I know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 4 nights we will be out doing those deliveries, hopefully making more money than $0. Sometimes it's what it is. And, you know, it's all good. No issues, no complaints. It's just the reality of the night. All right. Well, Queen, you're probably not going to get those flowers delivered before I end the stream here, so I wish you well. I hope that delivery stays strong for you the rest of the evening. My family's going to be very surprised to see me, but I'm just going to get to where I got eBay stuff to list and other things like that. So I'm going to be like, what's going on? I'm going to be like, there's no deliveries tonight. So that's crazy. I've never had this happen. 2 hours straight, 0 orders worth taking. But we're going to call it early as opposed to just trying to keep forcing ourselves to take orders. We're going to call it early. I'm going to use this time for something else productive because sometimes that's what it is. Done everything that I can kind of do on the mobile phone. I've already answered all my comments. I've sent my offers on eBay. I've followed up with everybody who's sent messages on SKOOL. Like I've done everything that I can do while I'm waiting. And now that there's no orders and there's nothing left for me to do while I'm on mobile, it's time to go home and just work on something else. So that's part of hustling, is sometimes you got to just be able to pivot when your ideal just doesn't seem to work for whatever reason. You just got to pivot, and that's what I'm going to do. So I would love to hang out with you more. Make sure you sign up for that SKOOL community. It is the first comment link down in the description, and then it's also the pinned comment in here. You can click on over there. I'd love to see you there. We'll be live on Zoom later tonight. Appreciate all of you. Have a great night.